Hello DDB Telecom Hiring Committee. I'm taking this video to express my deepest commitment and genuine interest in applying for the role of data science in DDB Telecom MSIP Batch 6 program. My name is Aulia Azmi. I'm a third-year computer science student at Gajah Mada University, and in my academic journey, I discovered a profound interest in the ethical machine learning and sustainable digital transformations. I firmly believe in the ethical application of machine learning and sustainable digitalization transformations, envisioning a future where these technologies harmoniously coexist with the daily life and business operations. During my early years of college, I actively participated in organizations such as ISEC in DGM and Google Developer Association Club, where I honed my soft skills. In ISEC, I learned about managing large projects involving collaboration with prominent companies and partners, gaining experience in project management, public speaking, and critical problem solving. As CEO, Kani provided positive feedback, input, and further support towards the project I handled. In my role as a hustler in GDSC, I further honed my leadership skills and proficiency in the agile software development lifecycle, overseeing and controlling project performance, and we created a socialpreneur apps that helps orphans to live better, and we submitted into the Google Solution Challenge 2023. Talking about motivation and commitment, my ultimate goal is a career in data science. However, recognizing the gap between academic knowledge and entry-level job requirements, I see this internship as a crucial opportunity to bridge that divide. I'm excited about the prospect of applying my skills, adapting to Telkom Indonesia's working culture, and acquiring new experiences during this internship. Furthermore, I'm eager to learn more about data science, especially its application in the day-to-day operation of a company, and see how beneficial it is to the business. I'm truly committed to dedicating my time and effort to this internship program, aiming to gain the best possible experience. Currently, I'm engaged in international studies at the Hoku University in Japan and working as a researcher at the Research Institute of Electrical Communications in Sendai, Miyagi, Japan. Simultaneously, in this fifth semester, I also have a third role as a Banki 2023 machine learning student. In this program, I gain a lot of technical skills, especially in the machine and deep learning using TensorFlow and project management. In this academy, I was also involved in a capstone project. In this project, I created a recommendation system that addresses a major social problem, which is waste management in Indonesia with ethical machine learning. We provide sustainable digital solutions. Studying in Japan, not to mention that I have the responsibility to do research as a researcher and simultaneously bank it. I believe it's really a rough but challenging time. I learned a lot to live alone, to get to know myself better, and trying my best to shift my personality into the better version of myself. Maintaining those two important responsibilities, I learned how to be agile, adaptive, and resilient towards everything that changes both in the term of academics and daily life. I learned how to manage my time, push my limits, and maintain effectiveness while striving to achieve good grades. There is a lot that I have learned, but there is more than that I need to learn here in Japan, and so does my data science proficiency. I learned that uh, and I did quite a lot of learning and projects as well, but I still believe that I still need to learn more, especially from the real life business world. Thus, I'm looking forward to learning more from the expert mentors and through the projects in DDB in this MSIP Part 6 program. But for now, I'll tell you about my current research project that I'm working on here in Japan, because for me, this experience is very interesting. As a computer science researcher in the lab of human cognitive, my main interest is machine learning and how it impacts the performance and results of the objectives that the lab is trying to achieve. In this lab, I'm experimenting with neural network and light GPM to predict the cognitive state, in this case, human engagement, using cognitive experiment data, which consists of subject action units, head poses, as well as eye cases. And in total, there are more than 400 features with thousands of data. Apart from that, there are two nationalities from where the subjects are coming, Japanese and Taiwanese, which makes the project more exciting to me. And there is more to find out. Starting out, I'm trying to train parameter neural network and light GPM with basic features and see the performance of the machines, also the feature importance using sharp value. Having that done, the next step is trying to find out the experience on experimenting with the specific features, such as using only action units, head poses, and recurrence of AU. And in this experience, I was trying to find out the performance of the machine, the consistency of the feature importance that occurs, as well as the influence of specific features towards the performance and successful prediction of these machines. Next, I did more experiment on how the machines are doing when it comes to a specific cluster, like Japanese only data and Taiwanese only data. With this specific cluster, I also trying to find the performance and the feature importance of these machines. Not only that, but I also find how specific features like action units and head poses are impacting the output of these machines. Furthermore, I also try to analyze how individual and cluster-specific data manipulation is affecting the results. And that's just some of it. Please bear with me because there's a lot of more than that. But I'm going to stop there for now. because I think this project is interesting to me because not only do I learn about deep learning and GPM that I learned in my studies, but I got the chance to use it in understanding how our brains work that actually can be learned by this machine and visible to them. Interestingly, I also learned how each human or every nationality could have their own signature of, let's say, face movement that tells a lot of about how their brain is working. Not only that, but going deeper into more statistical efforts to see how significant the measurements are towards each other using t-tests and any other method that is what makes it more challenging. I felt like my research skills developed very fast, and I felt like becoming more detailed, accurate, able to structureize my thinking, creative, and critical as well. A bit of heads up, this research hasn't been finished yet, actually. Currently, I'm in the stage of writing the paper to be submitted, but I could share some of my findings that I found interesting at first. I thought that neural network would perform better than LGPM, but it turned out that LGPM performs better in this case. And second, individual differences and also cluster nationality specific differences are very strong, even for nationalities that for human eyes share similar features, or maybe can't be seen by human eyes. I guess that for sharing my interesting project, and I'm looking forward to having more interesting project in this DDP internship program. Before I conclude this video, I want to share my tools that I often use in my projects and assess my abilities. I use Python as my language. I'd say I have 9 on this. I use TensorFlow a lot in several projects like computer vision and recommendation system. So I'd say I have 9 on this as well. Basic data science tools like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. I say I have 9 on this as well. I often use Excel and Quantum Code Editor. I use Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, and VS Code. I think I'd say I have 9 on those tools as well. For the RTPMS, I use SQL and MySQL Workbench. I'd say I have 9 on that as well. There's a lot more to learn, but as I love to learn and can learn fast, I'm looking forward to having more tools to master. I'm confident that my experience coupled with my eagerness to learn and contribute makes me a perfect fit for the innovative roles at the DDB internship program. I'm excited about the prospect of being nurtured and becoming an integral part of the journey towards the successful goals of this internship. Thank you for considering my applications. I look forward to the opportunity to discuss how my skills, experience, and enthusiasm align with the goals of the DDB internship program. Also, to be a part of the DDB internship family, envisioning an innovative and agile self-development internship program. Thank you so much.